Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Melissa and this is episode 2 of my art journal series. In this series, I'm sharing my creative process, experimenting with supplies, and most importantly, letting go of perfection and just creating for the joy of it. If you missed episode 1, I'll link it below so you can catch up. So this is where it all started. I bought this junk journal thinking I wanted to junk journal, and I want to do more of like an art journal. But I still like a lot of concepts in this book and mainly these creative prompts. So with Project 2, the theme for Project 2 is a new chapter. So in a new chapter, it says to collect pages, magazine clippings, you can scrap recent celebrations or significant moments. So I do have something that I want to start, and I believe it's going to fit with this theme of a new chapter. This is the book I'm working in, and I did purchase this from Washi Tape Shop. I love the size of this, and if you missed my first episode, here is the first page that I created. For inspiration, I am using some sketches, and each week at a cherry on top, they have sketches for not only art journals, but cards and scrapbook pages. Today, I'm going to be focusing on this art journal spread. So it's got 2 pages here. You can see it's got a focus word on the left and then 6 pictures on the right. And so with a new chapter, I want to tell you about what I'm doing. Here's some photos. The top picture is me at the gym, and then I've got some photos of some food that I've been enjoying. There's my kitty Pepper in this one, helping me with breakfast. I've got some salads I've been liking. In this strip, I've got me riding my Peloton. Fun fact about me, I used to be a cycling instructor, I love cycling, and so I'm really enjoying my bike. I've got another picture of food here, and then Dale and I enjoying a walk outdoors. So this fits with my theme of a new chapter. So I just started a journey with a local nutrition store here where I live, and it's called the Stronger You Challenge. So they gave us some personalized macros, access to gyms. I'll tell you about it more in a moment. This is a die set from A Stamps of Life, and it actually goes with their Creative Decks or Memory Deck series, but it's got all the alphabet or all the months of the year, and I love this because it fits. It's like the perfect size. So I definitely think that as I go along, I want to make, a page spread for each month. So I'm going to cut the word out January. I don't know what colors yet, but I do have a paper pack in mind. And this is from Simple Stories, The Little Things. And what I was really liking here and why I chose this collection, it has my word of the year, which is bloom. And so I thought, oh, this is perfect. I can kind of go along with that theme here. So I've got lots and lots of just miscellaneous in here that I've collected. I have it all in this bag here. I don't know exactly what I'll use. I'm going to pull out some bits and pieces and some stickers and papers, and we will get creating and see what I can come up with. A little bit more about my journey with the Stronger You Challenge. So like I said, they gave us personalized macros. So we have access to a trainer. They gave us access to 3 different gyms. And so I'm just ready to show up, stay consistent, and see what's possible on this challenge. I did cut these down to the measurements that I provided in episode 1, and then I'm corner rounding these. Now let me think about this for a moment. I want to make sure that I corner round the correct places, although this paper isn't directional, so I don't know why I'm really concerned about it right now. But yes, I want to corner around the outside 2 edges on the left and then the outside 2 edges on the right of the other sheet. So I think these are the pattern papers that I've landed on. Inside my paper pack, I have this scrap of cardstock that I must have cut something out with, and so I thought, oh, well, this matches perfect. Maybe that's why I left that in there. So I think I want to journal on it. I want the bike because, of the Peloton and just exercising. I think it goes well with it. And I love this theme. It's got the fruit on it, like strawberries and lemons. It just kind of reminds me of something healthy. So I thought that this was a great collection to use. So when I first started, I didn't really have a strict plan, and that was very intentional. I did choose my color palette and a few supplies, but this series is just really about showing up creatively, and even when you don't know exactly how the page will turn out. So I hope you're following along at home. If you are, grab your art journal, a few supplies, and have fun creating. So I've started my background layer here, and I found a few things. This little wordy bit up here says live life in full bloom. So I thought that was great. And I'm not really doing very much artsy on this page. I feel like this page is just some paper layering. I've got some dies on here. So it doesn't always have to be messy to be an art journal. On my last page, I think I did some stitching and some stamping. Those were a couple things that I want to do more of in this year, but I don't want to have pressure when I create this journal. I just want it to be fun. And art journaling doesn't always need words, but when it does, I think it's powerful. I'm really liking creating these pages, knowing that they don't have to be perfect, just having fun creating them. So I've got my 6 pictures here. I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. I had the little sticker book there that I grabbed the little tab out of, and following along with the sketch, this is how the photos were arranged. I will leave a link down below to any of the products that I can find still available online. This is an older collection, so I don't know if it's still available, but if it is, I'll link it. And then I'll also leave a link to a cherry on top to the challenges, where if you're interested in following along with their weekly sketches, then you can do that. I don't know if I'll be creating these weekly. I don't want to have the pressure to do that, but as I'm inspired to create and have the time, I would really like to keep this series up on a weekly basis. All right, I'm adding a little bit of foam tape. I don't want a lot of dimension, but 1 layer of foam tape I think will work well in this journal. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of foam on my wordy bit because that is my word of the year. So I'm going to put that up here at the top. And then I'm going to put I've got some strawberries. So I glued that strawberry at the top down there to the pattern paper. But this strawberry that I'm going to put at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and pop it up on some foam tape. Super simple layout design, but it feels really good to get it documented and in a book. All right, I'm going to put a little bit of tape runner on the back of this, and I just tore the edges. I didn't measure this. I just kind of tore it and made the scrap that I had in my pack of papers work. I'm going to put a little bit of foam on the back of the bicycle, but I don't want to adhere that yet until I know what my journaling is going to look like. I don't know exactly if I'm going to write on here or make word strips or a sticker. So I'm just going to leave that there. I do want to go ahead and cut my word January out. And I found this cute little arrangement of lemons on the sticker sheet. So I think that's going to look nice there at the top. And that'll be like a resting spot for my January title. Flipping through the sticker book to see if there's anything else. And I came across this. It's what do you call this? Like rickrack, like a rickrack sticker. So I'm going to put this along the bottom to kind of give, so my bicycle isn't just floating in space. I feel like this gives it a road to go on, and it's also going to bring in some black. And I am going to cut my word January out in black. So I think that will just tie those two together very nicely. Flipping through the stickers one more time to see if there's anything else that I might use on here. I really like the black and white, and I kind of thought about for a while using these letters instead of the die, but I do like the font of the die. All right, off camera, I went ahead and cut the word January out. It's behind my trimmer here. And then I did trim out my journaling. So how I do this is I open up a Pages document. It's like a Word doc, but on my MacBook it's Pages. And then I just pull up a text box, and then I size the text box to the same size as my paper, type in my journaling, and then I go ahead and make sure that I size the spacing to 1.5 so that I have room to cut between the lines. And so I size it to 1.5, and then I print it, and then I'm just cutting it down. Now this paper or the cardstock that I print this on, it's not paper, it's cardstock, but I get it at Walmart, and it's a thinner cardstock, and so it does run through my printer nicely. I can put it in the drawer even. I don't have to feed it in, and it will print very well. So I went ahead and printed out my journaling strips. Now I'm just trimming them down, trimming off the excess with my scissors. And one of them I got a little bit crooked, and I'm not going to worry about it because this journal isn't about being perfect. It's just about creativity. Gluing these down here with a little bit of tacky glue and some reverse tweezers. So I'll get these added. And my journaling says, every journey starts with a single step. I'm kicking off the Nutrition HQ Stronger You 2026 challenge with personalized macros, access to 3 gyms, and a body scan to mark my starting point. Oh, that was another thing. They gave us, we stood on this body scan machine, and it tells you like how much muscle you have in each leg, in each arm, in your total body, how much water you have, how much you weigh. It was really cool. So that's my journaling. I have everything on here. Now I just need to get these pages in my book. So let me flip this open here. And these are looking good. I'm getting really excited. So I'm going to put a little bit of tacky glue on here. I'm going to glue this down. And then I'll get the other one in place. And I will have a couple close-ups at the end of the finished pages, and I really love how this one turned out, especially the paper layers. It's not perfect, but it feels expressive, and that's what matters most. So thank you so much for spending time and creating with me today. If you've enjoyed this episode, I'd love for you to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the rest of this series. Let me know in the comments, are you art journaling right now? Or what's one supply you're loving lately? I'll see you next time for episode 3. Until then, keep creating. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye!